Hello and welcome. Thank you for practicing presence again with me today. I'm so glad you're here. I really want to start off today by just encouraging everyone to subscribe and like and hit the notification bell if you don't want to miss any of these as they're uploaded. I really want to thank those who are subscribing and supporting. I can't tell you what a blessing and how grateful I am for that. So I just kind of wanted to give a shout out and a big thank you there. It means a lot to me. So, what I want to share today is it really isn't so much a vision, it's more a conversation that I had years ago with the Lord, and it has served me well. But He was talking to me about relationships and when I the process of building relationships and what that looks like. And a parable that he used is like building a house and the building materials that are used for a house. And why it's important when you're building a relationship with another person for there to be an evaluation and assessment of what you're bringing to the tables, right? So I have a tendency to just jump into relationships and just think that, oh, we're building, a whole house together. Well, that's not realistic, and it's not even reasonable for every person that I ever encounter, right? But I just jump in full steam ahead when really he's had me take the time to recognize the materials that I'm bringing and the materials the other person is bringing. So in other words, if you're building a relationship with someone and one person is bringing bricks and the other person's bringing straw, well, you're going to have to make some design choices around that. Like, you can't assume that everybody's bringing the same materials to the relationship. So some of the context of a relationship is, what are the materials the two people are bringing? And the other element to that is, what if I'm thinking, oh, we're building this whole house, and the only thing the other person or the other individual is interested in designing or building is like a study or an office or a coffee room, or what if I think we're building a bedroom and the other person's thinking we're building a back porch? So another part of building relationships is like agreeing, understanding what each person's goal and aim is, and not overbuilding, not bringing more to the table or building something different than the other person is wanting to build. And that takes time. So in my enthusiasm, in the past, I would just jump into relationships, friendships, whatever the relationship is, whatever the context, with just this assumption that, oh, this is going to be exciting and we're going to have this amazing whatever, without really assessing and evaluating what I'm bringing, what they're bringing, where the commonalities are, what is this relationship in my life and in their life, and that there's got to be agreement for those things, or you're overbuilding or underbuilding, or you're not even bringing the same materials. So one of the things that I've really become aware of and I'm so grateful for is, like, not every relationship is the end all be all or provides everything and I need in my life, but through relationships, through a variety of relationships, the Lord brings everything into my life that I do need. So that based on the way that He designed me and the call and purpose and destiny He has for my life, He will bring all the different types of relationships that I need for a fulfilling, satisfying life, all the way around, but they're not all met in one person or another person. It's through multitudes of people, through the different relationships. One person may bring one aspect that is a satisfying, fulfilling part in my life, and another may bring something else. And the beauty of that too is that there's not an expectation put on anyone to be more than God intends for them to be for me in my life, and vice versa, for me to be more than who I am in someone else's life. So I hope that that analogy brings some wisdom to you as well. It was kind of an aha for me. I was like, oh, I never thought about, wow, I can be building with bricks and someone else is bringing straw or whatever, and I can be building this huge, massive structure. And over time, I feel the burden and the weight of that because I've been building with bricks and I'm building a bigger structure than they ever cared to build. So all those things that get built up in my own heart and in my own mind around relationships, I just approach things now from a much more thoughtful perspective and really assess and evaluate and make decisions around what a relationship can be or should be based on what I observe in terms of the materials that we're each bringing and what our heart's desires are for the context of a relationship. So as always, I thank you again for joining me. I look forward to seeing you on Fireside Chats. I look forward to hearing from you in the comments. If you've got any thoughts or feedback, I would always love to hear from you. I just look forward to us practicing presence again the next time. Until then, bye for now.